He was trying to mess up some of those shamans, or shamans, however you wish to pronounce them, as long as you know what I'm talking about. But he is getting those, and to hasten the process of attacks onto those, I do get a ballista, and those work wonders onto the watchtowers. But he is getting those wyverns, so that's bad news for me. Right now, since he was fairly low of an army size, singling out his units and taking them out first before the hero would be a lot more effective. He does lightning shield one of my huntresses, so I get it out of the way. I try to run it into the cluster of shamans, but that isn't so effective. So I try to get it out of the way. And that lightning shield is kind of messing up my units there. But I see that wyvern, and I also see my ballista, and if I realize that if I would have ran, that ballista would have been in the back lines, and with that plus a purge, that would have been an easy kill. So I just try to defend that ballista as much as I can, and I try to fire onto the BCR because that's the top priority for me right now. And I surround that ballista as much as I can, because if he is going to run towards it, he's going to have to get through my army. Right now he's only got one wyvern, and those two dryads can really do a good job. Take out his blademaster. I'm trying to go for an attack onto the farseer. The reason why I'm trying to do that is I'm trying to psych him out into trying to teleport in his own base to the back lines so he can get all those wyverns out of the way, so I can hopefully try to get some shots onto that BC area a little more, but that doesn't happen, and I teleport out of the way. I brought my demon hunter close to my ballista just so I would be assured that if I do teleport, the ballista would come with me. So I'm back in my base right now. I don't have a lot of units. Just two dryads, a huntress, and a ballista, which would just slow down my army unless I take the formation off. Starboy right now, he does have that weakened farseer, and two shamans at the master level though, so bloodlust on a wyvern, it does do quite a bit of damage. So right now I'm thinking the easiest way for me to hopefully get a win is to get an advantage in items right now, because I realize that we're primarily going for an offensive type of match right here. So just taking some quick time to destroy some creeps and get some good items, that might get me pretty far. So, but I do get that spiked collar just to make that mana burn process a lot easier. So I'm did some pretty good micro creeping, if you do say so myself. I did try my best to get those dryads out of the way. With no moonwells to get me some mana, I'm in some trouble right now, but I decided to take it easy on the offensive right now and go for some creeping. And it looks like Starboy is going for the same idea too, so we're pretty much doing the exact same thing. I did get the Druids of the Claw out earlier on right now. I got that so I could heal my heroes, because they did like to focus fire onto my heroes, and so I just got that primarily just to heal my heroes. I only get one though. I'm saving it up later so I can I'm trying to save my gold now so I can keep a steady supply of dryads though, because those are really good for the anti-air. But I don't forget that he has shamans, because if I go all the way on dryads, they're just going to really take it hard from the Starboy's army. So I am going to try to keep a couple Druids of the Claw for some frontline units. I decided, since I'm already close to Starboy's base, it'd be a good idea to attack, but his shamans that are rallied to his hero, that's the problem. Up on his side, I got to see where his army was directed. But I entangle his strongest unit, and I focus on a weak one, and while that's entangled, I dispatch of it quickly. But right there, you see a very good use of Purge on the ballista.
Research finished.
Sorry. it's about 1 a.m. when I'm doing this commentary, so if I do yawn later on, then you know why. Okay, so I am trying to get another ballista right now. I don't upgrade the weaponry on the ballista because I'm only getting 1, maybe 2, and I just thought it a lot more necessary to upgrade my main units because that would be overall, in general, a much better effect on the Starboy's army. And so I pick up a crystal ball, I transfer my mantle of intelligence to my keeper, and I notice there's an attack going on my base, so I run over there as quickly as possible. Oh, he's just getting free will at a moon well for the moment right now. Right now, here's a mistake I did right here. I didn't run all the way back into my base, so he would have to go through a little obstacle while the Ancient Protector attacks. This is probably the main decline of this match that I go through right here. I do focus fire, however, onto that blademaster. I use dispel magic on the multiple blademasters that I see. Keep an eye on their health, and so I only have to do it once. So my keeper, he's in deep trouble, so I run him back. But that hurled boulder does the trick. So I lose the keeper. I'm trying to kill those shamans right now, the weakest ones I can find. At the same time, I am taking shots at his Farseer. He does heal himself up. So I'm looking around, I see, hey, it's a weak shaman, so I just try to take out as many weak ones that I can get. And looking at his army size and how he regenerated it, I knew that he didn't have an expansion, so at the moment right now, I was thinking that if I got an expansion, that would be really, really good for me. Though this is a very crucial time, though, because I need that gold so I can regenerate my army as fast as possible, so I can just stay at an equal point with him. So right now I'm trying to rely mostly on micro to win my battles from now on. And while I'm doing nothing, I bring my wisp to heal up that ballista. So once again, I get the bear upgrade, so I can do that massive normal damage onto the small armor that the shamans have. So taking out those ground units shouldn't be a hassle, even if you have just like 2 druids of the claw. And I'll let my dryads take care of the rest, because they can just simply dispel those dire wolves that are summoned, and that piercing damage onto those wyverns are murder. Right now, Starboy, he does get some scrolls of healing. And I'm thinking at the same time that I want to get some scrolls of healing too, but I run into him. So I